Because most of us are expecting God to answer us in a particular form. These are the things that we need to start debunking on our altars. God can answer you in different ways. If you are asking for blessings, it might not come like money. It can come in person. It can come in a person. It can come like an idea. It can come like a business idea. It can come like somebody coming to ask you to do something. Somebody coming to introduce you to something. So you need to understand that the ego fear will stop you at the gate of your next level. Because the spirit that guards the next level, his name is fear. F-E-A-R. Somebody should type it in. Fear. Iberu. It is only the bold at heart. That's why the Bible is so clear. He said he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. The things that you fear to do, your breakthrough is at the other side. Those things that you are afraid to venture into, your breakthrough is at the other side. Because before something will come to you as good, they will first come with something that will shake you and test. If you are ready mentally, physically, if you are bold at heart to go for what you need to go for. So the ego fear is one of the fears that holds you down from accessing your next level. What will people say? I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be publicly disgraced. And there are some people that after they disgrace them today, the next day they have entered into great blessings, great connections. Money is flowing. People are knowing them. People are calling them. You see Citadel of Wisdom now that we are moving closer to greater visibility. Let somebody go and carry me now and say, can't you see this woman? She's like this, she's like this. 1 million people will come to this page to come and see me and see what I do. And that is how some people say, is this woman that you said she's doing like this? Look at what she's doing now. Hey, let me quickly rush and go for my own consultation. Let me listen to her. Let me do this. Let me do that. That is how. Because many of us, we don't want to make mistakes. We don't want to be tested. And everything that fears us, like I said, behind the other side of fear, there is success. Behind the other side of fear, there is what? There is success. In the school of success, fear is a major cause. Thank you. You must build boldness. You must build stability. You must build a strong and uncompromising mind. In as much as you know that you are aiming for the next level. I'm not talking about you that no. If you want to move to the next level of controlling wealth, you want to be a giant in the financing, in financial sector, you want to grow in a particular sector, you should never be under the ego fear. Another kind of fear is the identity fear. Are we together? The identity fear. Most of please don't relent on the likes. Let's double tap on the likes. Where is Yinka? I'm not seeing your comments. I'm not seeing some of you, those of you in the self-awareness class 1 and 2, you are not doing anything. I'm not seeing you at all. Your class captains, you did not send message to them that they should join the class, right? I'm not owing you anything. No, I've told you in the teachings on Wednesday, these are where you pick some of the things that will help you to grow. The third type of fear I want you to understand today is the identity fear. The identity fear. And this is where I want us to deal with today. This is where I want us to focus on today. The fear, that this fear shows up when your whole self realizes that it is time for it to die. Then this fear comes up. Are we together? In your glass, the identity fear. This is the kind of fear that most of us we are under, but I am going to actually deliberate more on this. This is the fear that shows up when your whole self realizes that it is about to die. When your old self understands that, this my bad character will soon die now, and I don't want it to die. I don't want to be better. I don't want to improve. I don't want to grow. I enjoy this bad character. Then the fear of being another version of who you are or supposed to be according to your destiny and purpose, that fear will now envelop you and now draw you back. This is what we call the identity fear. The identity fear comes upon a man when it is time for that person to let go of the old version of themselves and assume the new version of who they are supposed to be. If you know me 5 years before, I've changed totally in everything. But when those changes wanted to start coming by, there were times I would be telling myself that, hey, all these changes that you are bringing to your life, that you are taking steps, what will happen to you? Hey, people will leave you now. It will be like if you are starting all over again. No, it will be like if you don't even know anything before. It will look like if you are starting life all over again. And I told myself, there is nowhere you cannot start all over. There is no place you cannot start again. There is nothing like it has come to an end, in as much as you are still living. When there is life, if you are still breathing, there is nothing you cannot still change for yourself in your life. So when you are about to raise or change something about you, for example, you are a business owner, you want to change the price of your product. Yes, maybe you are selling this perfume oil now. You were selling it for 50 dirham before. You now want to change it to 100 dirham. That fear will now say, will people buy this thing? Hey, TikTok said that we are not active. Please now stop discouraging me now. I don't know how to buy views. Those of you that are here, you have to be active. TikTok is saying we are not active. See, you are selling this thing 50 dirham, and you want to change the price to 100 dirhams, and you now tell yourself that I want to be selling this thing 100 dirham. Something will not say, you want to change it 100 dirham. Nobody will buy it. Nobody will buy it from you. No, if you do it, nobody will buy. And you know that if you don't increase the price, it will affect your production. It will affect your profit. It will affect you in some other ways. That fear is what we call identity fear. Because you are not ready to let go of the old so that the new can come in. When you are about to change something about you, that thing will just enter your mind. Don't do it. People are not going to do this. That is identity, because you are not ready to let go of the old for you to enter the new. When it comes to relationship, you want to cut off from a particular relationship. You want to cut off from a traumatic connection. Yeah. And you know that if you don't cut off from that relationship, there is no way you can progress and meet better people. Then something will tell you, if you leave this abusive relationship, you will not see any better person. Oh, how old are you? Nobody will date. Nobody will marry you. You better stay in this place. You better manage where you are. Nothing is outside though. You better stay. And you are dying in that relationship. But because you are not ready to let go of the old so that the new can come in, then you are stuck. This identity fear steps in at the gate of your next level. You know that you are ready. You are done with this relationship. It is traumatizing you. You are done. But the fear of, what will people say? Who will marry me? I'll be alone. No. Who will feed me? Who will do this? Will stop you from moving out of that relationship so that the new things can come for you. In another scenario, when you are about to be seen, when you are about to step out so that people can know you, people can see you, people can know what you do, who you are, Some of us, we are not bold to speak about what we do. We can't post what we do. We are always afraid because how will people see it? What will people say? Let me just hide behind a little bit now. Maybe later. So this identity fear comes when you are not ready to let go of the old and allow the new to step into your life. Can you see that fear is the spirit that guards your next level? When you are about to start a business, you know, the other day, you know, I started going into the practical creation of spirituality, you know, creating some oils, some soap base, and so many things, incense and all that. And something just struck me and said, hey, you will not be posting, I sell oils, I sell incense, I sell this. How will people look at you? You graduate now, wow. I just look at that boy, I say, hey, now what? I beg you, get out. I'm not selling for everybody. This one is a special breed, especially for special people. I'm not commercializing it. It's not that I will do 50 buckets of soap and start looking for who to sell to. No, I only produce spiritual products based on your consultations with me. You really? Yeah. Yeah, I sell them. So I only produce spiritual products for you based on your consultations, based on things that works for you and works with you, based on the cycle and seasons that you are and what you should be using to change your energy. So when you are about to start a business or do something will just come into your mind, to come as a fear. I don't want to be like the people who start looking at me like this. That is the identity fear. And it stops so many of us from meeting our right people, from meeting the best people, from connecting to the right customers and clients, because we are still hiding. Yes, ma'am, Oluwanishola, I do, but it's not a commercial whatsoever. No, we only do it based on consultation. When we realize that this person needs some energetic materials to change something, we do it, and that's all. So you just realize that you start shaking, you start changing your decisions because you are not ready to let go of your old and assume the new. Identity fear is what holds a lot of people back. Some of you have had the idea of either mixing honey with one herb and like, is Yinka still here? There was a time, I'll tell you, Yinka has a product that he used for those that have that want to reduce their appetite. I told him, this product, go and package it, go and be selling it. He said, mommy, how can I be selling this one? If you have started selling that product since last year, I'm sure you will have expanded that product. You will have expanded in that business. So a lot of us, when we are at a point of, you know, of raising or entering into a newness of who we are, coming out of our hold and assuming a new personality, this identity fear comes in. You start shaking. You start changing decisions. You will start telling yourself that you can't do it because your current identity cannot survive where you are going. Did you hear me? A lot of you, because of the churches that you are, a lot of business ideas has entered you. Say, because of your current identity, you cannot enter into where you are going. You are a tailor. They want to give you business to go and sew for gay people. You say, no, I can't sew for gay people. And they want to give you a multi-billion contract. You say, no, I cannot sew for gay people. What is your business with their sexuality? Go and sew clothes. Go and sew clothes. But because you cannot leave your current identity, you are still stuck. And that's your current identity. You are so used to it. So you are not ready for where you are going. Yes, now them now. You are not. Even some Muslims, you will see some. I've seen a video where a Muslim was he a painter or whatsoever. When he got there, he realized that he was called to come and paint a church. He now said, no, he does not paint church. Muslim say they can't give you contract to come and paint a church. You say because the person is a Christian, you cannot paint the church. Because this, I cannot do this. Because your current identity has created fear in you and is not ready for you to move, to change, to grow into who you are supposed to be. So we need to understand that even in spirituality, before expansion, fear must appear. Before expansion, there must be fear. Sometimes things that will make you great will be wrapped with the paper of fear, so that you won't be able to dare. Those of you in self-awareness class, there's one law I told you: dare to what? You must always dare it. Don't be afraid, because the beautiful things of life, the places of growth, the places where wealth, ibi tí owó jókòó sí, tí ọlá jókòó sí, ìbẹ̀rù ló máa kọ́kọ́ wà ńbẹ̀. I have to say it in Yoruba so I can be able to say it well. Before expansion, there must be fear. And most things that we break you through, the most things that we announce you, or the things or the platforms where you are going to really make it in life, it will come with fear. Wait, hey, kí ni mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe ńbí? Kí ló happen bí? Ìbẹ̀rù ló máa, like this group, is it not Illuminati or so? If you enter that group, you will find out that there is nothing dangerous about them. But because they don't want some riffraffs to enter their space, they will tell you, oh, Illuminati is devilish, Illuminati is evil, Illuminati is occultico, and it will shock you to know that that cult or that gathering is a gathering of high-level personnels. Àwọn olówó, àwọn ọlọ́rọ̀, people that oh, I don't know how to say it in. Àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé, so they cannot allow a riffraff to just come. So they must package their identity under fear. So before you can enter, they say, Mlati, no, that God is a God. No, they used to kill every day, and it's a lie. They used to do this every day. So you have to understand that everything that is going to really, it will first come like fear. There are some things that you are afraid to do because you are not ready to assume the new identity. So you prefer to be stuck than to face your fears. Some of you are supposed to engage in some things, some practical things for you to move in life, but you are afraid, if I go school, I don't know what I'm not doing here, let me just stay where I am. And that is where you are going to be. And no amount of prayer will shift you. No amount of prayer will change you. So there are cults, there are associations that are only filled with the cream de la creams, the people that they know what they are doing. But they will package it with fear so that any kind of person cannot access the sect. So even spiritually, like I said earlier on, fear appears before expansion. Quran made us to understand that you are going to be tested with something that will fear you. The Bible made it to be clear to us that He has not given us the spirit of fear. But why is it that we as Christians, we read these Bible verses every day, but every point of our life of taking decisions, of doing things that will lift us, that will change us, that will transform us, we always listen to our fears? So today now, if I package a group of people and I say the Ajijola Emi sect, and I say, and I make it so fearful. Our logo self is very fearful. If you want to join, I will say you have to do a particular ritual. It's when you enter, you will know that we are not evil. All we are doing is to protect, because when you enter, you are going to see another side of life. So many structured sectors or occultic groups in life today, they are always packaged with fear so that they can sieve out the unserious.